My defense lineman is totally opposite.
What do you mean?
Single mama, trying to get it. He's on free lunch.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about Deion Sanders getting into some hot water over some comments he made about kids that come from single-parent households and two-parent households as it relates to recruits that he wants over at Colorado. Now, as you may or may not know, Deion Sanders, NFL Hall of Fame football player, played for a few teams, the 49ers, the Falcons, the Cowboys, etc. He was most recently the head coach over at Jackson State, an historically black college, and he has since left Jackson State and gone to Colorado, obviously a much bigger program, more money, and not an historically black college. We'll talk about the black college part of this in a little bit. Now, he was most recently on the Rich Eisen show talking about kids that come from single-parent households and two-parent households, and people are incensed. They're upset. They're triggered. They're butthurt. They're mad. But he said nothing wrong. People want to call him racist for his remarks, but he did not mention race at all, not one time. Now, before I go any further, let's roll the clip. And of course, as usual, this clip will be in the description if you want to see it for yourself without my commentary. If you're on IG, go to the link in the bio, go to the website and visit the corresponding article. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Quarterbacks are different.
Yeah.
We want mother, father, dual parent. Mm-hmm. We want that kid to be 3-5 and up because he's got to be smart.
So in case you didn't hear what he said so far, he said, well, for quarterbacks, we want them to be smart, 3.5, meaning 3.5 GPA and up, mother, father, smart. They got to be leaders.
Mm-hmm. Not bad decisions off the field at all, because he has to be a leader of men. It's so many different attributes in what we look for. Offensive line. My defensive lineman is totally opposite.
What do you mean?
Single mama, trying to get it. He's on free lunch.
So what he's saying right here, obviously, is, hey, doing the quarterback, we want two-parent household, 3.5 GPA, smart, good decision maker. But the defensive lineman, single mom, in the hood, grinding, trying to make it.
I'm talking about just trying to make it. He trying to rescue mama. Like mama barely made the flight. Quarterbacks.
So people were upset because when some people heard this, you see the headline right here or the caption this person wrote, and I'm putting them up there because they got a blue check, but do not harass that person at all. Do not harass them. This is Chris Williamson, Emmy-nominated sportscaster, et cetera, Prime Video, whatever. This is like a real journalist. This person says, Deion ain't the only coach who thinks this way, sadly, but it hurts more when coming from a black man. Another disappointing step in his journey. What does him being black got to do with anything? Because obviously he just came from an historically black college, and there's going to be black players and white players or whatever kind of color player that can fit on either side of that. You got black, white, Puerto Rican candy stripe guys that have come from a two-parent household, 3.5 GPA, smart, etc. A guy like that in the NFL, Russell Wilson, I think maybe even Jalen Hurts. Okay, these guys are going to be super smart, two parents, etc. That's not a race thing. It's not. It's simply not. And you could be a D lineman. You might be black, fitting into the category of single parent household, trying to save mama. There's some white guys like that too. There's some white guys that live much rougher lives than black guys in America. People try to make it be about race, but he didn't mention race at all. Let's go to the actual full clip because that was like a chopped up version of this clip. Let's hear the whole thing. It might add some context.
Can you tell who that is just by talking to him now that you're walking in the living rooms and you're seeing more and more and more?
We have different.
So obviously, Rich Eisen, I think that's him right there. Whoever this is interviewing them is asking, hey, can you see the qualities in these kids when you go into the living room and you're recruiting, you're talking to the mom, the grandma, the dad, or whatever? Can you see the qualities in these kids before they actually get to the campus of Colorado? Can you see what you're looking for? And what are you looking for?
Attributes: smart, tough, fast, disciplined with character.
Yep.
We're looking at now quarterbacks are different.
Yeah.
We want mother, father, dual parent. Mm-hmm. We want that kid to be 3-5 and up because he's got to be smart. Mm-hmm. Not bad decisions off the field at all because he has to be a leader of men. It's so many different attributes and what we look for when we see a quarterback. And you would love a coach's son. Somewhere that the coaches coached him, and I'm not going down my road. I see you smiling because
I know who your quarterback is
he's
right
talking
now.
about my son. I didn't just build.
And see, there you go. See, I almost forgot about that part. Now, remember, Deion Sanders, NFL Hall of Fame football player. What does that mean? Multimillionaire. Very smart guy, understands the game. His son, Shedeur Sanders, was a quarterback at Jackson State. Wow, guess who was the head coach? His dad. Okay, Deion had his boy, Shedeur, as a quarterback at Jackson State. Obviously, this boy's going to be smart. He knows what's going on. Probably had two-parent household, etc. He takes Shedeur from Jackson State with him to Colorado. Okay, and he just said it. He's like, well, I want him to be a coach's son. He's talking about his own boy.
Little template for my son, but that's what really we look for in quarterbacks. Different positions are different. Like O lineman, I look for dual parent homes,
right?
A strong father that they adhered to,
right?
Now, why do you think this part about O lineman was cut out of the original clip you saw? Because in the first clip, all you heard was about the quarterback and the D lineman, making it seem like all the quarterbacks are going to be white and the D line guys are going to be black. That's what they try to make it seem like. But he's saying the same thing right here about O lineman that he said about the quarterback. But it don't fit the narrative. You can't talk about his son in the clip. That don't fit the narrative. Talk about O lineman. That doesn't fit the narrative. You got to fit a particular narrative to get the clicks and the views. I get it. I totally get it.
Smart kid, at least 3.3 and above.
You're also just
3.3 GPA.
Describing Hurts.
Yeah, tough.
Well. I mean,
physical. I mean, offensive line. My defensive line is totally opposite.
What do you mean?
Single mama. Trying to get it. He's on free lunch. I mean, I'm talking about just trying to make it. He trying to rescue mama. Like mama barely made the flight.
Trying to get out the mud.
And I want him to just go get it. It's a whole different attributes that you look for in different positions. And we have that stuff just chronicled. We know what we want and we go get it.
I don't see what the problem is. And let's come back, because I don't like people that want to see football as a soft sport. Really, it's almost to the point where they're going to ban football pretty soon because of the concussions and CTE, things of that nature. This is a tough game. It's a physical game. Why are people so offended at comments like that? Why? In a game that is built on hitting your opponent as hard as you can, knocking them unconscious, breaking bones, knocking teeth out. I'm not saying that's the objective to hurt your player. I'm not saying you're supposed to go do that, but it happens. You're going to get hurt in the field, broken bones, teeth missing. That's part of the game. That's just what it is. So why be so soft about what he's saying? He did not mention race at all. And as a matter of fact, the only race that he did mention was his own boy. He didn't say the race by name, but obviously his boy is black, and he's going to be the quarterback at Colorado up under his dad. So I don't really understand. I don't get it. I think people are just trying to find something to be offended about. They're trying to be upset. They're trying to be triggered. They're trying to be mad when there's no reason to be mad. Shout out to Deion Sanders for keeping it all the way real, for being honest, for being truthful. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say on it. And I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, said about different positions in the game of football in college? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. He said nothing wrong. I agree with him. It makes sense. I don't see what the problem is. You can fit the qualities he mentioned that he would desire in certain players in certain positions can be filled by any particular race. Black, white, Puerto Rican, it doesn't matter. Irrelevant. Race is not always a thing. Sometimes people are racist and they do things that are racially motivated, but that's not all the time. And the more and more people keep talking about that when it's not really a real thing, it's like the boy who cried wolf. When the wolf does come, nobody's going to believe you. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.